Welcome to Animal Realm, your ultimate destination for all things wild. Let's know about the turtles. The turtles are among the most ancient and fascinating reptiles, with a history that dates back more than 200 million years. These resilient creatures have adapted to a wide range of environments, from oceans and freshwater habitats to deserts and forests. Anatomy and physical characteristics. Turtles are easily recognized by their unique shell, which serves as a protective shield and an integral part of their skeletal structure. The shell is composed of two main parts: the carapace, upper shell, and the plastron, lower shell, connected by a bony bridge. The carapace is formed from the turtle's ribcage and spine, fused with dermal bone, while the plastron provides additional protection to the turtle's underside. Turtle shells come in various shapes, sizes, and colors, depending on the species and their habitats. For example, sea turtles have streamlined, hydrodynamic shells that facilitate swimming, while terrestrial tortoises possess dome-shaped shells that offer protection from predators and environmental conditions. Turtles have a beak-like structure instead of teeth, which varies in shape and size according to their diet. Sea turtles, such as the green sea turtle, have finely serrated beaks for grazing on seagrasses, while carnivorous species like the snapping turtle possess strong, hooked beaks for capturing prey. Their limbs are also adapted to their lifestyles. Aquatic turtles have webbed feet or flippers for efficient swimming, whereas terrestrial species have sturdy, elephantine legs for walking on land. Despite their slow movements, turtles are highly specialized and efficient in their respective environments. Habitat and distribution. Turtles inhabit a diverse range of environments across the globe, from the warm tropical waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans to the freshwater rivers, lakes, and marshes of North America and Asia. Some species, like the desert tortoise, have even adapted to life in arid desert regions. Sea turtles are known for their long-distance migrations, often traveling thousands of miles between feeding grounds and nesting beaches. Loggerhead turtles, for instance, traverse the Atlantic Ocean, migrating from the coastlines of North America to the shores of Europe and back. Freshwater turtles, such as the painted turtle and the red-eared slider, prefer slow-moving or still bodies of water with abundant vegetation. These habitats provide ample food sources and safe basking sites for thermoregulation. Terrestrial tortoises, including the Galapagos tortoise and the African spurred tortoise, inhabit dry savannas, grasslands, and forests. These environments offer a variety of vegetation for grazing and adequate shelter from extreme weather conditions. The distribution of turtles is influenced by several factors, including climate, availability of food, and the presence of predators and human activities. Consequently, turtle populations are often fragmented and isolated, making them vulnerable to environmental changes and human impacts. Behavior and adaptations. Turtles exhibit a range of behaviors and adaptations that have enabled them to survive and thrive in diverse environments. One of the most notable behaviors is basking, a process in which turtles emerge from the water to sunbathe on rocks or logs. Basking helps regulate their body temperature, aids in digestion, and facilitates the synthesis of vitamin D, essential for shell and bone health. Aquatic turtles, like the leatherback sea turtle, have developed remarkable diving abilities. Leatherbacks can dive to depths of over 4,000 feet in search of jellyfish, their primary food source. They possess flexible shells and high levels of myoglobin in their muscles, allowing them to store oxygen and withstand the pressures of deep-sea dives. Terrestrial tortoises exhibit behaviors such as burrowing and estivation to cope with extreme temperatures and arid conditions. The desert tortoise, for example, digs extensive burrows to escape the scorching heat of the desert sun and conserve moisture. During periods of drought, they enter a state of dormancy known as estivation, reducing their metabolic rate to survive until conditions improve. Turtles are also known for their long lifespans and delayed sexual maturity. Some species, like the giant tortoises of the Galapagos Islands, can live for over a century. This longevity is a testament to their resilience, but also presents challenges for conservation, as it means that populations recover slowly from declines. Diet and feeding habits. Turtles exhibit a wide range of dietary preferences, from strict herbivory to carnivory, depending on the species and their habitats. Sea turtles have diverse diets that reflect their adaptations to marine environments. Green sea turtles are primarily herbivores, grazing on seagrasses and algae. In contrast, hawksbill turtles feed on sponges, using their narrow, pointed beaks to extract them from crevices and coral reefs. Loggerhead turtles are omnivores, consuming a variety of prey, including crustaceans, mollusks, and jellyfish. Freshwater turtles also display a range of feeding habits. The painted turtle is an omnivore, feeding on aquatic vegetation, insects, and small fish. Snapping turtles are predominantly carnivorous, preying on fish, amphibians, and even small birds. They are opportunistic feeders, scavenging carrion when available. Terrestrial tortoises are mainly herbivores, with diets consisting of grasses, leaves, flowers, and fruits. The Galapagos tortoise, for example, feeds on a variety of vegetation found in its island habitat, including cacti, grasses, and leaves. These tortoises have strong, scissor-like jaws adapted to their plant-based diet. The feeding habits of turtles are closely linked to their ecological roles. As grazers, predators, and scavengers, they help maintain the balance of their ecosystems. Their foraging activities can influence plant community structures, control populations of prey species, and contribute to nutrient cycling. Reproduction and life cycle. Turtles have complex reproductive behaviors and life cycles, characterized by delayed sexual maturity, long lifespans, and relatively low reproductive rates. These factors contribute to their vulnerability and the challenges of conserving their populations. Female turtles typically lay eggs in nests dug into sandy or soft soil. Sea turtles are known for their remarkable nesting migrations, returning to the same beaches where they were born to lay their eggs. This phenomenon, known as natal homing, is guided by the Earth's magnetic field and other environmental cues. Once on the nesting beach, a female sea turtle uses her flippers to dig a nest cavity in the sand, where she deposits a clutch of eggs. The number of eggs varies by species, but can range from a few dozen to over 100. After covering the nest with sand, the female returns to the sea, leaving the eggs to incubate and hatch on their own. Incubation periods vary depending on the species and environmental conditions, typically lasting between 45 to 70 days. The temperature of the nest plays a crucial role in determining the sex of the hatchlings, a phenomenon known as temperature-dependent sex determination. Warmer temperatures generally produce more females, while cooler temperatures result in more males. Upon hatching, the tiny turtles face a perilous journey from the nest to the water. Predation by birds, crabs, and other animals is high during this stage, and only a small percentage of hatchlings survive to adulthood. Freshwater and terrestrial turtles also exhibit similar nesting behaviors, although the specific details vary by species. Female turtles typically lay fewer eggs per clutch compared to sea turtles, and incubation periods can be influenced by factors such as humidity and soil composition. The life cycle of turtles is marked by slow growth and delayed sexual maturity. Many species do not reach reproductive age until they are several years old, and some, like the giant tortoises, may not reproduce until they are 20 or 30 years old. This slow maturation rate means that populations recover slowly from declines, making them particularly vulnerable to threats. Conservation status and threats. Turtles face numerous threats that have led to significant declines in many populations. Habitat loss, climate change, pollution, poaching, and bycatch in fishing gear are among the primary challenges affecting their survival. Habitat loss and degradation are major concerns, particularly for freshwater and terrestrial species. Wetland drainage, deforestation, and urban development reduce the availability of suitable habitats and fragment populations. For sea turtles, coastal development and beach erosion threaten nesting sites, while pollution from plastic waste and oil spills poses additional risks. Climate change is another significant threat, particularly for sea turtles, which rely on temperature-dependent sex determination. Rising global temperatures can skew sex ratios, leading to imbalances that affect population stability. Additionally, changing ocean currents and sea levels can alter feeding grounds and migration routes, impacting the availability of food and suitable nesting sites. Bycatch, the unintentional capture of non-target species in fishing gear, is a major threat to sea turtles. Thousands of turtles are accidentally caught in trawl nets, long lines, and gill nets each year, often resulting in injury or death. Conservation measures, such as the use of turtle excluder devices, TEDs, and shrimp trawls and modifications to fishing gear, aim to reduce bycatch and its impact on turtle populations. Poaching for meat, shells, and eggs continues to threaten turtle populations, particularly in regions where enforcement of wildlife protection laws is weak. Turtle shells are highly valued in some cultures for ornamental and medicinal purposes, while turtle eggs are harvested for food. Thank you for joining us on this wild journey through the animal realm. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting animal adventures. Until next time, stay wild and explore the beauty of nature.